Hello everyone, just decided to make a march to a supermarket and record a video about the situation in New York during the coronavirus pandemic. Friends and relatives of mine ask me every day how do I live and what happens inside a Big Apple. It's a weekday and 11 o'clock afternoon, but as we can see there are still many people on the streets now. Everyone moving somewhere with or without a reason. Meantime, 30,000 new people get sick every day in US. And still many people do not wearing masks and gloves, organizing parties around the city and enjoying every days outside their living spots. And it's in New York, guys. The place with a number of sick people close to 130,000. Many stores do not allow people without masks to enter. As we can see here, customers keeping 6 feet distance in a queue from each other as recommended. Also, each store limits amount of people inside. Unfortunately, that can't help to protect everyone, as there are many careless, nonchalant persons who live for their own. So let's see what happens in a store. Well, there was a period about a week or two, I believe, when it was hard to find a toilet paper, gloves, masks, eggs, and mineral water. There were time we need to spend about 20 minutes staying in the queues. Now all is gone. All main items returned, and it's really hard to find an empty shelf now. For this time, by the way, we also can see many people went shopping. It's a bit unusual. So what changed? No, there is no bulk products like a salad and pre-cooked food and everything packed in a small or big containers. Customers' average order value slightly increased, and now no one rushed the grain or canned foods. A lot of milk products and even some imported stuff are available, and almost no queues as we can see. So I coming back home by a boardwalk to show you guys those who believe themselves are immortals. Do not think that the person around me lives only in Brooklyn. They are everywhere. We see how many people keep gathering till now on. Each of them probably assumes that if he or she gets sick, there will be a place like this waiting for them. In fact, they will be very lucky if they can find a place like this. Parents taking children to go outside, playing, taking sunbathe on the beach. By the way, the temperature is only 30 degrees Celsius. Meanwhile, the sick person who couldn't find a place in hospital staying in tents in Central Park with all these accommodations. Can you imagine it? A dozen other patients under the same ceiling without any walls. All New York City hospitals are fully stuffed now, and it's not about ventilators, it's about the beds itself. Now here almost 20,000 people are sick only in Brooklyn. Think about it, 20k in only one borough. But nobody think about it. Everyone believes that this will never happen with them. While there are such people, the virus and crisis will gloat for a long time in this world. Here I feel sorry for the children and elderly. The former are at risk because of frivolity of their parents, while the latter are more likely due to the dependence on their attendants. That's why many sick people now prefer to stay and treat themselves in their homes. Unfortunately, the treatment procedure now is extremely simple. If you have a virus, they will arrange an intravenous therapy to you for a few hours, then give you some pills and send you back home, or you can choose a tent in a Central Park. A lot of people become infected from their friends or family members. Since many live under the same roof, they might be got sick altogether. At the same time, the indifference of some results in the problems of others. First of all, it's a medical staff as well as the service sector employees, which for various reasons cannot work remotely. And please, do not believe the people who said that the mask is not useful at all. Yes, the virus size is much smaller than a mask's pores, however, the virus pretty often spreads with the water drops during the sneezing or coughing of others, where your masks can really help. How do we live now? Well, we're sitting all the day at home and living only if something really neat and only to a store on the next street. Also, you may find that many schools offer an online courses now. For example, I sign up for several online classes in order to get a new profession. Some of you might ask, why does China don't have such problems now? Well, maybe it's because they sacrifice the economy and lock down the country to keep citizens alive. Also, the culture difference do not allow all of us to become the same organized as people in Asia. So please learn from the mistakes of others and do not go outside just because you can find something to do in your home. And take care of yourselves.